This is Charleston's retirement coach, Brandon Bowen.
Jamie Dimon is the CEO of JP Morgan Chase. He recently offered some advice to people who are on the edge of retirement. And he said, he was talking about diversification and said it was not just about spreading your money out amongst different stocks or sectors within the market. He also talked about investing in and out of the market. So can you explain what that means?
I can. And let me first say that someone in my office has a crush on Jamie Dimon. So she is going to, I'm going to get in trouble for that.
Okay.
But so what Jamie Dimon was talking about there is yes, okay, don't keep all of your eggs in one basket there and stocks at all cost, right? We don't need to be at all cost when we head into retirement. Okay. So what we've got to do is look at diversification. And, that doesn't mean, okay, let me get 8 mutual funds that all hold the same thing. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So that was excellent advice that he was talking about. So let me give you some of these mistakes that I see most every time when people come in, is that they enter into retirement or they were planning on heading into retirement and they keep their portfolio invested exactly the same as when they were working. So that means it's too risky in all these stocks, these tech stocks, equities, all this stuff. Or they might have 8 to 10 mutual funds or ETFs, like I was just saying, that are all holding the same stuff. Okay. Like NVIDIA is in everything.
Everything, yeah.
Apple's in everything. Yeah. Meta, Google, right? And I start running our analysis. I'm like, hey, all of your holdings, 8 of your 10 are all holding the same stuff. So it's all going to move in the same direction. There's high correlation, okay? Redundancy. So those are 2 of the biggest mistakes that I see. And so what I did, so our newest clients, hot off the presses, our newest clients from Goose Creek, they came in about a month ago, and he's 63, she's 60, okay? And they had saved right at $500,000. And so they were regular listeners to the show, and they said, Brandon, we want to get this complimentary second opinion. We hear you talk about it on the radio, and we're retiring in 3 years. And I said, this is perfect. This is perfect. I'm so glad you guys picked up the phone. And their current, if they're going to tell me when they come in, but their current advisor, they're going to tell me they heard this. There's 2 problems with their current advisor. One is he's out of town, not local. The second one is it's her brother. Okay. Yes. So I was like, okay.
Nothing says good time like mixing your savings with family. But anyways, I digress. Please continue.
I was like,
that's intense. Yeah.
Sidebar. So that's kind of like a rule that I've done. Like, I don't want to manage my sisters.
Yeah.
It's just like.
You can find her a great advisor that she can work with, but let it not be you. Yeah.
Yes. And send me what he or she's doing and I'll give you my feedback. But money, it needs to be a business relationship.
Yeah, I agree.
When you start mixing family vacations in on this thing, they even told me a story. They went on vacation and the brother went and met with another client and said, he's writing off this whole vacation because he met with this other client that lived in that beach town. And so then the husband here of this couple that I'm talking about, he's like, well, we're clients too. We've never taken us out to dinner.
Hello.
Like there's just some things. Yeah. Like, hello.
Little tense.
Not feeling the love.
Nope.
So there's some dynamics there of like, okay, breaking up with your brother and things that they had to talk about. But they said, okay, all that aside, we want to be more balanced and less risky. Okay, they wanted to have more stability. And they also wanted to know where and how this income was going to last the rest of their lives, right? They're like, we don't really get it. And, and when we bring it up to him, he's just kind of like, oh, you guys are fine, and like, I don't know, maybe he's assuming that he's got them and they're always going to be his clients and he hadn't really put the work in or whatever.
Right.
But so anyway, I went ahead and we did that complimentary second opinion for them that they requested. And here's what we found. I found that they were 80-20, 80% aggressive, 20% defensive. And I said, did you guys know you were this exposed? And they were like, no, we're sitting here telling you we want about 50-50, right? I mean, we want this thing to be pretty even here, but that could be fixed easily. Here was the bigger problem that I had the most trouble with was that unfortunately he put them in some really high cost mutual funds, huge expense ratios, right? And I'm thinking like, I just would not do that to I don't do it to my clients, much less would I do it to family members, where they put it, he had them also in this awful variable annuity, had this really low single life payout. That thing didn't even pay out for his sister. It only paid out for the husband.
Wow.
Okay. And I'm sitting there like pointing all this out, and they're just like, I can see they're getting red. It's like, why would he do this?
Yeah.
It's her brother. He's my brother, right? They're sitting here thinking. And so I say, okay, I know there's some things to work through there, but here's our solutions.
Yeah.
And I showed them how we're going to add diversification. That's the first thing. We're going to go beyond stocks, just like Jamie Dimon was talking about. Beyond stocks. Let's look at things that are out of the market. I was able to save them $10,000 a year on fees and expense ratios.
Wow.
$10K a year, because that's about 2% of their portfolio. 2% of their portfolio. So that was huge for them. I was like, $10,000. Where are you guys going to go on vacation with that money?
Yeah.
Not pay for his vacation.
Right.
Yes. And then for that monthly income, that variable annuity, remember it was paying out a low amount only for him. I was able to increase that amount and make it a joint payout.
Got it.
I was like, so I'm taking care of you, not your brother, right? It's a higher income and it's for both of your lives. And there's some long-term care features to it. And they're like, done. We're coming over. Let's do it. Let's open the accounts. We'll figure out what to say to him, how to bring this up, that kind of thing. So that brings me to you listening. This might be where we could open up and uncover some things just like that. You might be walking around with a portfolio that's riddled with high fees, high expense ratios, underperforming income, right? You could be enjoying more income right now and you don't even know it. And here's how I want to help show that to you. And that's with my complimentary second opinion. So I want you to pick up the phone. I know it's right next to you. Call or text second opinion. You can text second opinion to 843-890-2400. 843-890-2400. You can text the words second opinion. Tanya's been getting a lot of texts, a lot of calls each week. So she'll try to get back to you as quick as possible. Maybe we'll set up a little conversation on Monday. Or maybe you want to go ahead and book one of my 5 appointment slots that we make open, that we leave available every week. Maybe you want to go ahead and grab one of those and come in and say, Brandon, I just want to get this complimentary second opinion. I know you're not a high pressure guy, but I would love to get your opinion. I would love to get your thoughts on what we're doing, how it might be improved, maybe just small adjustments, or it might need some major adjustments. Okay. But pick up the phone. If you've saved $500,000 or more, you deserve this right now. 843-890-2400.
Thanks for listening to Charleston's Retirement Coach Podcast with Brandon Bowen. To learn more, visit bowenwealth.com and join Brandon for his radio show, Charleston's Retirement Coach, Saturdays at 11 a.m. on 94.3 WSC.
Financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if J. Brandon Bowen is licensed in your state, please call 843-203-2030. J. Brandon Bowen is an investment advisor representative of Bowen Wealth, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendation to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. J. Brandon Bowen is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Bowen Wealth, LLC, insurance licensed in South Carolina. Market Guard is a registered investment advisor with the SEC and provides model portfolios only to Impact Partnership Wealth. Market Guard makes no implied warranties or representations and is not liable for any data presented.